The phrase everyday life is synonymous to the words quotidian, ordinary, mundane, and regular, thus suggesting the repeated practices that we usually do in daily life. Everyday life revolves around two principal concepts, secular and democratic, in that everyone does it every day, but each of us does it differently. According to Guy Debord, the everyday life is a measure of all things. In other words, individuals' identities are constructed through the practice of everyday life. As society keeps changing, the practices of everyday life also continuously change. In ancient times, people's everyday lives revolved around each other. Social changes were rare and people held a common belief in a community. Ferdinand Tönnies thus called such society as Gemeinschaft. But after the Industrial Revolution, modernization emerges. The society changes rapidly and the people's everyday lives become more individualistic and diverse. Ferdinand Tönnies calls such society as Gesellschaft. So, let's have a brief overview about modernity. Modernity involves various aspects of everyday life. It allows geographical mobility, stratification of people, technologies and discoveries, various professions offered, and the convenience of transportation. Our presentation will exemplify the place where modernity and its consequences function at its highest potential, the Suvarnabhumi Airport.
Modernity works efficiently in blurring or even erasing the boundaries between countries and continents by proffering various methods of transportation in which are not time-consuming as they were before. Modernity allows people to travel from one place to another with various purposes. We have interviewed an Indonesian man from the airport, so let's have a look at his travel purpose.
I have the business from Bangkok, and then now I'm going to the Saudi Arabia for the prayer. Last night I come from Myanmar. I sleep one night and then now I'm going to the Saudi Arabia.
Within technology that modernity has brought along with, the significant one is transportation. As today, geographical mobility has been a remarkable tool for people in modern society, as we can go anywhere we want by this advanced transportation. For example, airplanes, cars, trains. In Suvarnabhumi Airport, we don't only see airplanes as an only transportation, but there are numbers of transportation that connect from Suvarnabhumi to various places, whether it is airport rail link or taxi. These show that geographical mobility in modern society has been much more convenient comparing to the traditional society.
The world is comprised of multicultural and multi-ethnical societies. Global village is the term closely associated with Marshall McLuhan. It fundamentally refers to the place where the world comes together. This arrival-departure board acts like a place where the whole world is contracted into this square board for tourists to independently choose their destinations anywhere in the world. It illustrates the phenomenon of the world's culture shrinking due to the technological advances.
It is true that modernity brings about several changes in our everyday lives. But one thing we can't deny is that not everybody can participate in this modern society, thus creating different classes of people and further widening the gaps between classes. First of all, we have interviewed a flight attendant from Thai Airways, explaining her professions in accordance with gender stereotypes.
เราก็จะรับมาในสัดส่วนที่เท่ากันนะคะแต่ว่าในการบริการจริงๆเนี่ยบางรุ่นผู้หญิงเนี่ยจะมากกว่าผู้ชายเพราะว่าในเครื่องบินเนี่ยการบริการส่วนมากจะเน้นผู้หญิงเริ่มต้นตั้งแต่การต้อนรับการบริการการเสิร์ฟต่างๆผู้ชายมักจะอยู่ในครัวทำงานในครัวมากกว่าออกมาก็เป็นส่วนน้อยค่ะสำหรับนักบินบริษัทการบินไทยเนี่ยขึ้นอยู่กับฐานอากาศตั้งแต่แรกเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ยการตัดสินใจอะไรเนี่ย ก็เน้นผู้ชายซึ่งตัดสินใจได้แน่นอนผู้หญิงการรับนักบินผู้หญิงยังไม่มีในการบินไทยนะคะสำหรับสายการบินอื่นอาจจะมีแล้วเช่นบางกอกแอร์เวย์อะไรเป็นต้นค่ะ
As we can see, the concept of gender stereotypes has penetrated into people's consciousness and has been naturalized and taken for granted. Secondly, we have interviewed a housekeeper at the airport, asking about her profession and experiences.
ป้าทำงานมาที่นี่เป็นเวลานานเท่าไหร่แล้วครับครับแล้วก็ทำงานช่วงไหนบ้างครับภายใน1 อาทิตย์
เข้า2 ทุ่มค่ะถึง5 ครึ่งค่ะ
ทำทุกวันใช่ไหมครับ
4 วันพัก1 วัน
อ๋อครับแล้วก็เคยรู้สึกถึงเวลาที่เราทำงานที่เนี่ยครับเคยรู้สึกถึงว่ามันมีการแบ่งแยกชนชั้นทางสังคมหรือว่ามีคนมาทำให้เรารู้สึกว่าอาชีพเรามันด้อยกว่าคนอื่นไหมครับ
แต่พี่คิดว่าอาชีพพี่ไม่ด้อยก็ได้ทำงานเหมือนคนทั่วไปอ่ะไม่ถือว่าด้อย
แล้วมีใครเคยทำให้รู้สึกอย่างนั้นบ้างไหมคะ
ก็มีบางครั้ง
แบบคนไทยหรือว่าต่างชาติ
ก็รวมๆค่ะ
อ๋อโอเคขอบคุณมากค่ะ
The two interviews have illustrated the consequences of modernity in that in the same space there are a variety of occupations available for different classes of people. Modernity also allows food culture to flourish. Cooking is one way of showing how human turns nature into culture by transforming raw food into a delicacy in household. Due to the fast pace of people in modernized society, time-consuming cooking process are turned into an easygoing and standardized kind of food, just like the theory of McDonaldization by sociologist George Ritzer. Such restaurants are pervasive around the world and eventually become global commodity. Moreover, the airport explicitly separates the food area between the elegant and expensive restaurants for foreigners with financial power in hands and the area labeled as food court with average price of food for middle-class people. The space compartmentalizes not only geographically but also hierarchically.
One thing that modernity has brought with is technology. It plays an important role in the Industrial Revolution as new technology increased productivity and swelled profits. In Suvarnabhumi Airport, technologies provided to assist tourists are pervasive. Because of the boundaries between nations and cultures are blurred, cultures and languages are mixed. We have the touchscreen devices displaying tourist attractions from all over Thailand, available in multiple languages for the multinational tourists to consume. We today can freely move to places. Therefore, technology in various places of modern society now offers in various languages, as seen here at the airport.
Modern society practices give rise to the three concepts of time. Time is compartmentalized, disciplined, and commodified. 24 hours are divided to serve so many activities, and it requires us to manage the time properly so that activities would not overlap one another. Quintessentially, time is money. People get paid for their sacrificed amount of time.
The space of Suvarnabhumi Airport was once a place that functioned as a floodway of Samut Prakan province. The construction of the airport has incredibly turned a place of low-lying mesh into space, where it creates a lot of new jobs for many people. It's also a crucial site for various people to practice their identities. It plays an important role in encoding cultural and social understanding as well.
The practice of compartmentalization of space can be seen throughout the airport, especially in the departure floor. For example, the space is divided into sections in English alphabetical order, or gates that are compartmentalized through the number system. The compartmentalization has not only divided space, it also divided classes among people. For example, the Royal Orchid Lounge is reserved only for the privileged customers. This promotes the inequality within the society and also promotes hegemony among people.
Signs are pervasive in our daily lives. Signs are basically something that actually represents something else on the grounds of social convention. A sign can be interpreted as signifier and signified. At Suvarnabhumi Airport, plenty of universal signs are used to communicate to the passengers. The same sign could mean different things in different cultural geography. That is why the airport labels the sign with words to clarify the message. These signs are understood universally about their signified. The combinations of signs are found in advertisements as well. We have spotted the huge advertisement about Thailand's famous free tax area, King Power, in which the slogan utters, "King Power welcomes you to discover the splendid odyssey of duty-free shopping." The female presenter implies that shopping is regarded as a feminine activity, and the slogan puts the everyday life practice of shopping and the odyssey into comparison, suggesting that the practice of shopping renders individuals freedom of constructing their own sense of selves, or in other words, identities. We structure our lives with patterns, thus shopping suggests a breakaway from the ordinary. Aside from illustrating the construction of selves, lifestyles in modern society are portrayed through advertisements as well. The advertisement lists the lifestyle of people in modern society, which seems to be problematic. Nevertheless, the message sent by the advertisement is rather true in our modern society. 24 hours are compartmentalized and bombarded with business plans and activities. We are so busy with competing with the time that we cannot manage to set a break for ourselves. Thus, the advertisement acts as a problem solver.
And that was how Suvarnabhumi Airport is seen through modernity. In conclusion,
the space of Suvarnabhumi Airport explicitly exemplifies how modernity functions and penetrates into many aspects of life, irregardless of sex, ethnicity, or nationality. It is undeniable that we do enjoy the modernized society. The dichotomization of modernity includes the easy and more convenient lifestyles with millions of available choices, and the loss of community and the collective strong identities. We must be very vigilant not to be enslaved by modernity. Otherwise, the diversities will eventually doom us all.